Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The writers of the show doing him dirty. That's what a lot of the bold and the beautiful fans can't help but wonder when it comes to Bill Spencer Don Diamont. You would think that the character would be front and center, seeing how his son Liam Spencer has been dying of cancer, but for some reason or another, that just hasn't been happening. Yet, Bill has disappeared from the public eye, while his son Liam has been dying day by day on the show. Plus, Bill's other son Wyatt has completely disappeared from the cast, too. Make it make sense already, right? As our loyal readers can imagine, the internet certainly had a lot to say about where this storyline is going. Some have even commented with Dollar Bill has basically disappeared from the public eye. Liam is slowly dying day by day on the show, plus, Wyatt has completely disappeared from the cast. I don't know what the writers are doing on The Bold and Beautiful. I have heard better storylines and plot twists in this chat room. Read this. Find out what happened on the last episode of B&B, another fan of the show wrote. Yes, we need Dollar Bill. We need him to be back, but not a nice Dollar Bill, sympathizer of Luna but. Bill, that's shaking up the town. I found it weird. Bill doesn't know about Liam. And then there was this comment as well. Bill should be having meaningful scenes with his dying son at this point. Don Diamont deserves way better than just being tossed to the sidelines with no SL whatsoever, and just popping up now and then. When he was running Spencer Publications, in his gorgeous office, with his sons Liam and Wyatt, and Justin as his right-hand man, that was B&B at its best. For months now, Dollar Bill Spencer, the magnetic mogul of The Bold and the Beautiful, has been simmering in the background. The ruthless tycoon who once dominated storylines with his jaw-dropping stunts, seductive power plays, and scorching love affairs has been relegated to the sidelines. Fans have noticed and they're not happy. Bill has gone from bulldozing empires and threatening rivals to occasionally sipping coffee at Il Giardino or dropping cryptic one-liners in his office. The Titan who once held the future of Forrester Creations in his hands now barely holds screen time. But make no mistake, this backburner position isn't permanent. In fact, recent subtle shifts and behind-the-scenes rumblings suggest Bill's quiet phase is the calm before a long-overdue storm, a king without a kingdom. It's no secret that Bill has always thrived on chaos, whether manipulating Brooke and Katie's lives, threatening Ridge with blackmail, or flying Steffi around the world on a private jet. Bill Spencer was the kind of villain you loved to hate or hated to love. But lately, he's felt like a character without a storyline. While characters like Finn, Liam, Hope, and Steffi navigate tangled emotional webs, Bill has been, well, just there. Sure, he had his brief redemption arc with Sheila Carter, a plot twist that divided the fandom. His sudden obsession, betrayal, and eventual manipulation of Sheila as part of an FBI sting was a shocking detour. But since then, Bill's arc has fizzled out. No revenge, no fallout, no Bill-style reckoning. But that's about to change. Enter the mystery woman from his past. The upcoming weeks promise to shake things up for Bill in a way no one, not even Ridge or Liam, will see coming. Sources suggest that B&B is preparing for a massive arc involving a woman from Bill's past. Not Brooke, not Katie, not even Quinn. This is someone we've never met. Or maybe someone we've long forgotten. Rumor has it she's connected to Bill's younger years, back when he was still establishing Spencer Publications, before he made his first billion, and before he ever met the Forresters. She's smart, ruthless, and has a vendetta, not because Bill wronged her directly, but because he destroyed someone she loved. She arrives in Los Angeles under the guise of business, a publishing executive with ties to the European fashion world. Her name, Danica Marone. Marone, that surname should send shivers down Bill's spine. A hidden connection to the Marone dynasty. Danica's backstory is deeply rooted in B&B history. She's the illegitimate daughter of Massimo Marone, Ridge's biological father and the founder of Marone Industries. Though Danica grew up outside the limelight, she's known about Bill Spencer for years. Her mother, once Massimo's lover, was publicly humiliated when Bill acquired and dissolved a subsidiary company tied to Marone Industries, leaving her destitute. Danica was 18 when her mother passed away, and she's spent every year since building her empire, watching Bill from afar, waiting for the right time to strike. That time is now. Bill's empire under siege. When Danica arrives, she doesn't make her play immediately. First, she befriends Katie, pretending to be an advocate for women's rights in publishing. Then she accidentally meets Carter at a charity function and starts dating him. Ridge is wary, her last name triggers suspicion, but even he doesn't realize just how dangerous she is. Bill, meanwhile, is blindsided when Danica bids for a controlling interest in Spencer Publications' biggest rival. At first, he dismisses her as just another opportunist. But Danica plays the long game. She uses her connections to start poaching Bill's top employees, including Wyatt, who begins questioning his father's vision for the company. And then it gets personal. Danica leaks information that paints Bill in a terrible light, accusations of hostile takeovers, questionable ethics, and manipulating female staff. Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. The media goes wild. Katie is furious. Brooke, once again, distances herself. Even Liam, consumed with his own health crisis, begins to think his father's legacy may be built on sand. A dangerous love triangle forms. Here's where things get even juicier. Despite everything, Bill starts to feel an irresistible pull toward Danica. She's bold, fearless, and speaks to the part of him that has always needed a challenge. She doesn't fall at his feet, she fights him, and Bill, being Bill, starts to fall hard. Carter, meanwhile, begins to suspect Danica's motives, especially when she suddenly takes an interest in Bill's private affairs. He confronts her, and she denies any wrongdoing. But when Carter finds an old journal belonging to Danica's mother that details her hatred for the Spencers, he knows something's wrong. Katie is drawn back into the orbit as well. Protective of Carter, suspicious of Danica, and still holding a flame for Bill, she launches her own investigation. What she uncovers sends shockwaves through the family, a secret about Bill's early career that even he may not fully remember. The secret that could destroy him long before Bill was the media titan we know today. He was a young executive with a ruthless streak. According to Katie's discovery, Bill orchestrated the collapse of a textile manufacturer in Italy, a company Danica's mother owned. What no one knew is that the collapse led to the suicide of Danica's uncle, a man who raised her like a father. If this comes to light, Bill's reputation could be obliterated. He's always walked the line between charming tycoon and corporate predator. But this revelation would shift public perception irreparably, and that's exactly what Danica wants. Remy's involvement, a surprise ally. Just when it seems like Bill is on the verge of being dethroned, another wildcard enters the fray. Remy, the enigmatic bartender who's slowly become a fan favorite, is revealed to have ties to Danica. They grew up in the same town in Italy. Remy, however, believes in redemption. After learning what Danica plans to do, he considers telling Bill everything. But it's not that simple. Danica is dangerous, and she's made it clear that anyone who betrays her will regret it. Remy's loyalty will be tested in ways he never imagined. Sheila Carter senses an opportunity, of course. No B&B drama is complete without Sheila sniffing around. While she's supposedly on the straight and narrow, she starts poking around Danica's past. Sheila has a nose for chaos, and she sees an opportunity to align herself with someone equally dangerous. She offers to help Danica destroy Bill for a price. But Danica doesn't trust Sheila. And soon the two powerhouses are in a battle of manipulation, each trying to outwit the other. If they ever joined forces, Los Angeles wouldn't survive. But as enemies, they might just tear each other apart. A phoenix rises as everything comes crashing down. Bill finally snaps out of his passive state. With the walls closing in, he returns to form, but stronger, smarter, and more calculated than ever. This isn't the Bill Spencer who throws tantrums and buys jets. This is the man who built a media empire from nothing. And he's done playing nice. He starts digging into Danica's financials, exposing her fraudulent shell companies. He regains his employees' trust. He even corners Ridge into helping him uncover who Danica really is, reminding him that a Marone revenge plot doesn't just affect Spencer, it affects the Forresters. In a dramatic boardroom showdown, Bill publicly reveals Danica's true identity and her vendetta. But she's prepared. She flips the script, showing the world how Bill's ambition led to innocent deaths. The press explodes. The fallout is massive. But then Remy steps forward. He provides documents that prove Danica manipulated the timeline, exaggerated the details, and forged some of her evidence. She's exposed, not as a tragic heroine, but a master manipulator willing to destroy lives to settle old scores. What comes next? Danica is escorted out. But not before warning Bill. This isn't over. The past always finds a way back. Katie, stunned by the whirlwind, admits she still has feelings for Bill but isn't sure she can trust him again. Carter ends things with Katie, heartbroken but resigned. Brooke watches from afar, realizing that Bill is once again a force to be reckoned with. And Bill, he stands at the top of Spencer Publications. Alone but undefeated. For now. Because on The Bold and the Beautiful, power is fleeting and revenge never truly dies. In conclusion, Bill Spencer may have been benched for months, but the writing is on the wall. A comeback is coming, and it's going to be epic. From explosive new characters and shocking secrets to dangerous affairs and old enemies, Bill is set to reclaim his place as a central player in the B&B universe. So buckle up, because when Bill Spencer is at full power, no one in Los Angeles is safe. Not even himself? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.